That's mine, his or her house. This is our house.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tyrone Lowe. This is my show, The Legends. I want to thank everybody all over the world that actually subscribes to my show and show me love. In the House of the Legends, this guy's been around for a while. He's done some exciting things musically, and he also has a new track out. And in the House of the Legends, I bring you David P. Stevens. What's going on, David?
Oh man, I'm good, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh man, anytime, man. So we're gonna take it back. I mean, way back, man, because in order to actually acquire a skill set, you had to go way back in order to actually formulate it. So let's
Right.
talk about the beginning from you as a child.
hmm
How were you influenced by the craft of music?
So I started out in church. I'm born and raised in Philadelphia.
Okay,
Live in LA now, but I was really influenced by the church. So my dad is a pastor, and so I would watch the guys play music, and then I wanted to join in with them and everything like that. And then when they
okay,
realized, oh wait a minute, this guy can actually play a little bit, then I got a
right,
chance to get on all the time. So it was cool.
okay.
Yeah.
And then how did you get into the more contemporary thing like jazz?
Well, my guitar teacher, he started me on George Benson,
Right.
and man, I mean, I just love George Benson. And then,
Well, we're gonna talk about that in a minute too. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, yes, sir. And then let me see. After that was Norman Brown. Well, it was so many other different guitar players too, but Norman
Right.
Brown, and then I, started loving Najee and Gerald
Okay.
Albright and all them. So I said one day I want to be able to do that, and so man, and it's been a blessing. I've been able to really, really do it.
Okay. And not only just being a guitarist, you're also a producer as well.
Yes.
How did you actually get into that?
So it's funny because around the same time that I started learning guitar and developing a passion for guitar, I learned how to write music too. So I would take every dime I had, man, and go into the studio and record. I would try to hustle lunch money out of my pop so I could save it and go in the studio.
I hear you.
you know, so that was
Uh-huh.
that was pretty much how I did that. So
And so who was your greatest influence besides George Benson as a guitarist? Because I
uh,
know there's several of them, but there had to be at least somebody else that was outstanding to you to give you that type of energy to say, well, hey, I'm going to develop my own flow.
yeah. Actually, it was Norman Brown. When I went to a Norman Brown concert when I was about 16,
Right.
and I was sitting in the audience, and he came out on the stage, man, with the rhinestones and the guns out and everything, and everybody screaming, and I was like, yeah, you could be a rock star and play
Oh,
jazz.
wow.
I
Okay.
said, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
man.
then as far as studio, when did
Uh-huh.
you actually started getting into production with the studio as in the studio?
So I was young. So probably
Okay.
14 years old. I started going into the studio every weekend. And I would take all of the guys, the local players that were my age, and we would go in and we would just make all these demos. And at first they sounded terrible. And then eventually, the investment started to pay off a little bit. And so yeah.
Okay. And that's great. And so when did you actually take it seriously to say, well, hey, I want to be a real professional at one point.
I think I always kind of had that in my mind, and
Right.
friends used to tease like, "Oh, here come professional Dave," because that's all I used to talk about was, "Yeah, man, I want to be a professional musician." And other kids were focused on so many other things, but I was really into the music. But I think the turning point for me was college.
Right. Okay.
I was working. I was in college. I was, staying up all night playing music and doing my stuff, and then doing my assignments like a couple hours before class. So just never sleeping.
Right.
But that was the point I knew.
So as far as production, tell the viewers some of the people that you were actually involved with as far as production.
Okay, I've written and produced for Anthony Hamilton and Latoya London.
Hmm.
They did a song together, and Mesa from Incognito. She's amazing. Will Downing.
Okay.
Um, let's see who else. Jaguar, right? I've done some stuff with Jaguar. Um, Mitchell Jones from Commission,
Okay.
Lisa McClendon. Man, it's been a lot of people.
And so being in the studio with these people, man, how was the energy flow?
These people are amazing. Actually, one of the people who really taught me a lot in the studio was Jaguar, right? Just watching her, how she used to lay her vocals and everything. I still use some of those techniques today, but most of the people are just, man, amazing in the studio. So
You
it's
know,
cool.
I also produce as well,
Oh,
and
cool.
things like that. But uh I want to get where you're at, man.
Man, man,
you
grace
know,
of God for whew, man.
well, energy draws energy. You know
True,
what I
true.
mean? So, and that's where I'm at. And you played a lot of jazz festivals. Well, before we even get into that,
Mhm.
you did a lot of jazz. You did a lot of jazz, contemporary jazz. But you decided to actually cross over. And what
Right.
made you actually do that?
So being in the studio with them, I will always sing the parts to people, and some of these artists would start saying, "Man, why don't you sing?" And I was like, "Well, nah,
Right.
I'm a guitar player first." And I would always do little stuff on my albums and stuff I would sing, but
Hmm.
I really started to notice that people liked it. So I said, "All right, well, let me just jump in a little bit more." And I think the big moment, I did a song called "I Just Can't Wait" on my Vibrations EP.
Right.
And man, it seemed like people really were attracted to that song. So I said, all
So
right,
you accomplished like 10 albums, am I right?
yes, 10 albums.
And
Hmm.
stuff. And let's talk about the first album.
Hmm.
Um, what was your energy flow as far as what were you trying to express with the people as far as the introduction to the first album?
Right. So my first album was actually a gospel album, and it's not out anymore. I need to put it back out. Everybody keeps saying put it out, but
Yeah.
um, I was trying to be. I was really heavily into Commission around that time, and
Right.
some different groups, and so I was just reflecting where I was. It ended up sounding like almost like a Prince type of vibe.
Okay.
So I yeah, and I had done everything myself, all the music, all the production, all the
Right.
writing, and then I just had a whole bunch of other singers come in with me. So that
You
was
know, and when you mentioned George Benson, I
yeah.
said, you know what? George Benson really had a real influence on you because your production is something like what he's actually doing right now, in the
Mm,
sense, and to
mm.
carry it out and as a legacy and to keep it forward right now, that I think that's kind of epic, man.
Oh
You
man,
know?
thank you. Thank you. I definitely the whole mixture of jazz and R&B and singing and
Right.
everything like that. I really got that from George. And
You
he
know,
showed that it
you
was possible.
Mhm. You also produced Tony Exum as well, and he's
Oh
one of my
yeah.
favorite jazz artists. I also had him on my show as well,
Oh man.
and I've seen that you've actually explored that jazz thing. But what made you want to actually cross over and say, "Well, listen, let me do something else and use my vocals as well"?
I think I just am one of those people who I'm always going to challenge myself. I'm always
Right.
going to,
Okay.
I'm a competitive person. I'm just going. So when I saw the opportunity, when I heard the song back, I said,
Hmm.
man, I really gotta. I wonder if people are going to like this. And I tested it out, started performing it in front of audiences, and the people would come up, man, this song is a hit. You got to put it out. So
Okay.
people have spoken. So
Oh, and that's really cool, man. When people really give you that reflection and say, "Well, listen," I mean, you should always listen to the people.
yeah, I agree, man. 100%. I
You
agree.
know.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your new track, "Go,"
Yes.
because I know that it's actually going places right now.
Mhm.
And so, let me hear about some of the feedback that you've been getting from it.
Man, everything has been it's a hit, and which really makes me feel good because even the radio promoter that I'm working with and everything, she says she believes in it, and a lot of people believe in it. So that makes me feel good. I just did a
You
music video for it too.
right? Because when I heard it, I said, "You know what? I got to get him on my show, man. I
Oh
really got to
man,
get him on my show."
thank you,
It makes me feel good to know that you're actually doing something that everybody's actually reacting to, and I know that makes you feel very good inside.
man. Amazing, amazing.
And so the track "Go"
Mhm.
was some. It's I listened to it, and I always say that when people make music like that, it's like baby making music. You know what I mean, and stuff
Right,
like that. We
right.
had the Teddy Pendergrass back in the days, and other artists back in the days, and things like that. But this really hit home with me as far as something that you can just lay back and just relax with your significant other and say, okay. But what I really like is your vocals on it because you're hitting those octaves.
Oh
And
man,
that's
thank you.
very nice. You know what I mean?
Thank
I listen very well. And, so
you. Uh-oh. Think I lost you.
right now.
There we go.
And what we're going to do is listen to it. You guys go out there, support it. It's banging and stuff like that. I suggest that you just go ahead and get some wine or something and listen to it. And here we go.
It's not just mine, it's on her house. This is our house.
We got some fun people in the house tonight.
This is our house.
I wish that I had wings to fly high above the open sky with you. It's true. Oh, I wish that we, just you and me, could walk away and we can leave. Let's do this, me and you. Cause we don't have to stay here, we can disappear. Let's leave right now. Can we just go? Hey. Can we go? Can we go? Can we go? Get away from here. I wanna go. Can we go? Can we go? Can we go? Get away from here. See, I need a cave to make this escape, no matter how long it takes. Yeah, can't be here and be fake. Small talk is a waste of time. Baby, let's leave. Yeah. See, we don't need to stay here, we can disappear. Girl, pack your bags, let's go. No, can we just go? Let's go, come on. Can we go, come on? Get away from. Let's go, come on. Let's go. I wanna go. Let's go, come on. Let's go. Let's go, come on, baby. Can we just go? Let's go, come on. Yeah, let's go. Whoa, let's go, come on. Hey, let's go. Oh, I wanna go. Let's go, come on. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
It's on her house. This is our house.
We got some fun people in the house tonight.
This is our house.
And we're back. The show is called The Legends, and in the House of the Legends, we have David P. Stevens in the house. Those octaves that you're hitting are so natural and it has a lot of flair to it, man.
Oh man, thank you.
And I really appreciate you just actually putting it out there like that. You know what I'm saying? My question to you is: there's a lot of new artists that's coming out right now, and that's really trying to be part of the game right now. And then, is there any spoken words that you can actually say to them right now, as far as encouragement?
I think the best thing is be authentic, and then really know the business. Really try to understand this business. I actually went shut down for a year and got my master's degree in business with a focus on entertainment and music because
Okay.
I wanted to understand how the money flows. You know, there's no point in just putting stuff out and then nobody ever gets a chance to hear and understand it. So
Right.
yeah, so I definitely say that make it a business. It's not just a fun thing or a hobby.
Right. And it's cool that you're really expressing that point, man, because there's a lot of people that get into it and they just look at the recreation of just being an artist, but not the benefits of it. And I feel that a lot of people, if they don't know the business, somebody just takes the coins.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
You know what I'm
Somebody's
saying?
making money. That's right.
Yeah, you know.
That's
So
right.
let's talk about some current events, man. What you got cooking, man? Tell the viewers, what you got coming up and some of the things that they need to know.
Well, right now I'm just because the album just came out, so but I've already started working on a new album, and this one is going to be leaning heavily more towards singing and some acoustic guitar stuff and really just pretty ballads and all. So working on that now, and just wrapped a music video which is out now for Go, and so I'm into that because it's actually a short film
Right.
attached to the video. So
Okay.
I'm into that now too.
Do any of your songs that you've actually recorded, has it been based on any of your life experiences?
I think sometimes loosely,
Right.
um, because you don't want to tell all your business, but
Right,
at
right.
the same time,
But you wanna take it for a little edge,
yeah,
something that
yeah,
you just
yeah,
might be feeling that you really wanna express?
right, something familiar, but then there may be some life experiences in it.
Okay. And so it's been a pleasure just having you on my show, man.
Thank
And this track is going very well. And I want you guys to go out there, get it, bang it, support this brother, and you know, hey, what can I say? So um this has been another T-Lo video production, and you you guys stay tuned for another episode.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.